Aloha, this is Dr. George Cromack at RenewYourself.net, and we've been on the subject of strength training the last several days, talking a little bit about supplementation. We got into variations in types and quality of training for different body types. We're going to get a little bit more into maybe a women's perspective here as we go along. And then we just talked a little bit about, particularly with men, men over 50 getting a baseline on what's going on with your endocrine system, as well as some other markers that I think should be done if you haven't had a physical or full blood workup. And we'll get into that, explore that a little bit deeper. It's going to tie in for men very big as you get that thyroid dialed in and get your testosterone levels up a little bit and your estrogen levels down, and get that DHEA going. You're going to actually have a lot better response in terms of your strength training. You're going to have better protein synthesis and take up after the workouts. You're going to repair faster, your heart muscle is going to get stronger, there's going to be a decreased feminization. So if you feel your libido is not the same as it was when you were in your 20s, like it's significantly dropped off, and you're good with your partner in terms of communication. A lot of times there's a physiological component to this too, and it has to do with your endocrine glands and going through male menopause, and so that needs to be looked at. It's part of being healthy, and there's ways to naturally tweak that in a favorable direction. Some of that has to do with Chinese supertonic herbs, amino acids, and there are some other herbs that just do all the things that we're talking about. Dr. George Cromack here with your health tip for today. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at drgeorgecromack@hotmail. If it's a woman, you also could have your hormones fluctuating a bit, and then having an effect also on your libido, your sex life, your weight distribution, response to exercise, and all of these things. So there's certain things that can be done to buffer it. Some of it has to do with Ayurvedic implementation of things that tonify the endocrine system for menopausal, postmenopausal women. And then they also need to do strength training and other supplementation and superfoods. The thing is, if you're not doing weight-bearing exercise, particularly for women after menopause, when you get that shift in estrogen, it's weight-bearing type exercise that helps also increase bone density, and bone density is a big issue with women getting osteoporosis, going deeper into their 50s and above. So you want to be aware of that, and you do want to keep that strength, maintain that strength that you had in your youth and middle age going into your senior years. That's Dr. George Cromack with your health tip for today. Aloha.